And in the middle of the night, Hungarian soldiers come in with guns pointed at you, and they demand your money and any jewelry that you have. And I got this wonderful watch for my bar mitzvah. This is a Jewish ceremony of becoming a man, which was a real treasure for me because it was something that my uncle gave it to me, and it was something that I really loved. And this absolute stranger with a gun takes it off my arm, which is just unbelievable that something like this can happen. And I'm very scared, but of course I didn't say a word because I didn't want to get punished or shot or whatever. And it is just one of those things that was one of the scariest events in my life.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Keep going.
Continue with the brick factory.
Yes.
Okay. So here we are in the brick factory. Same kind of situation. Long buildings, no sides. This is just roofs. This is the place where they used to put the bricks once they were formed, before they were taken into the kilns to be fired. And the only difference here is that this brick factory has a railroad siding. This is where the freight trains used to come in. They loaded up with bricks, taking it all over the country and all over Europe for building material. One morning, an extremely scary thing happened. Instead of just the Hungarian army being there, for the first time we see SS officers and enlisted men, which we have heard about, that they were the people who were following the German army all over Europe where the Nazis occupied, and they were the killing machine of the Nazis. The order came, not to worry, the families will be kept together, we're going to transport you to another location, and you're going to be working, but everything will be fine. So, as we are going around the corner of one big building towards the trains, as soon as people behind us couldn't see what was happening around the corner, Hungarian soldiers told us, put all your belongings down. If I remember correctly, my father took some food from our belongings and put it in everybody's pocket, and we start going. And here is a German SS soldier starts counting. My father, number 77, mother 78, Sister Lily 79, Sister Olga 80. 80 human beings to a cattle car. This is one of those cars, that sliding door on the side, that transports cattle. Very small windows on the top with barbed wire. I am number one in the next car. I don't even have time to say goodbye to anybody. I'm being pushed ahead. I jump up on the car, and here is two, like 55-gallon drums in the middle of the car. One is full of water and one is for human waste. And then other 79 people, human beings, come into my car, and then the rest of the people go on to the next one. This is a huge, huge train with thousands and thousands of people in it. People are packed like sardines. Once the train is full, the doors are closed, and our journey starts. We have absolutely no idea what our destination is, what our future is. The first day the water was gone, people are thirsty, they're hungry, babies are crying, old people, sick people are moaning, dying. And after 3 days and 3 nights, finally the train comes to a stop, the doors open, we see SS guards with attack dogs. This is Birkenau, Auschwitz. This is part of the biggest killing machine on the face of the earth. For the first time we see men in blue and white striped prison uniforms, and they are talking to mothers who have gotten off the train with their babies in their hand. They're whispering, give your babies to your mother or grandmother, to an older person. So here is a dilemma for these young mothers. Why should I listen to a total stranger that I hadn't seen till 30 seconds ago and give my baby up? So some of them do and some of them don't. Of course, I will tell you in a little while why this thing has happened. I hook up with my family for a few minutes, and then the order comes for women to line up on one side, men to line up the other side, 5 in a row. Hardly have time to wave to my mother and 2 sisters. I'm next to my father, who, due to the fact that he couldn't shave for the last 3 days and 3 nights, his beard came in white, so it made him look a lot older than his actual age. He was in his early 50s, muscular man. I'm standing next to him, and we start marching. And here is a row of SS officers and enlisted men, and they are pointing to people. You go this way, you go that way. When our row comes up to the front, one of the officers points to my father, go this side, points to me, go that side. He had absolutely no idea what this means. Of course, what it means is these people are playing God. They're sending you to your death, or they're sending you to your death through labor. There's no other way. So I go with a lot of young men, maybe late teens to 30s. There are no older men, no little boys. They're all gone to the other side already. We are in Auschwitz. We are now going from one station to the next. The first station first, let me go back a little bit. The order comes for everybody to take off their clothing and shoes, and here we are standing naked. And little did I realize that little meager pile of my clothing and shoes will be my last connection to being a human being, because in quick succession we are told to go to the first station where all the hair is shaved off our bodies. Next station is they're spraying us with disinfectant. Next thing is we run into huge barracks with showers. You take a shower and no soap, no towels, of course. Naked, we run out to the next building where there are piles and piles of clothing, the same striped uniforms that we have just seen a little while ago on the prisoners who were unloading the people who died on the way to this horrible place. So they tell you to choose a pair of pants, a jacket, a pair of shoes, a cap, a spoon, a plate, and a cup. There were pieces of string and wire to hold up your pants. Your shoes are wooden shoes with the same kind of blue and white striped material. And then you go to the end of the barracks, and there are soldiers at desks, and they ask you for your name. And I tell them Klein Gabor, which was my Hungarian name. And on my chest, which I haven't noticed too much before, is a number and a yellow triangle, which denotes that I'm a Jew. And he puts that number next to my name, and from that point on, I'm no more Klein Gabor. I'm prisoner, whatever it is on my chest. I'm no more a human being. I have lost my family, lost my home, and here I am with thousands of other men in the same situation. We are marched to these long barracks like you have seen in documentaries. These are barracks with layers of wooden shelves with a little straw in it, and this is our new home. We still haven't eaten, because a lot of the people who didn't have any food with them at all on the train, which was gone the first day, were really starving. Finally the food comes. Prisoners are carrying these big drums with some unknown food, and we line up and we get our soup, and I take one sniff and I just can't take it anymore, and I'm not going to touch the stuff that we wouldn't feed the pigs. And I just think this is just horrible. I don't know what's going on. It's like a nightmare. Your brain doesn't want to assimilate the information that's coming at you. And then next morning you go out and you see a couple of prisoners hanging on electrified wires. See, Auschwitz had a totally escape-proof situation. Electrified wires next to your barracks, then regular barbed wire, then the SS guards with their attack dogs and so on. So it was, by the next day I was eating the soup because I was so famished I didn't want to die, from the... why don't we stop here for a minute?
Yeah.
And let me go into...